And we are live. Thank goodness we're live this time, because we were due to do this podcast yesterday as the world fell over, and of course Facebook and Instagram closed and all sorts of different things happened. So we've managed to do it. I am live here today with Marian, and I have been interviewing people that I know, amazing people that I know, about how their life was before the mystery school, what they've done in the mystery school, and how life is now. So welcome, Marian. How are you?
Hi, Divina Kate. I'm pleased to be here and I'm very fine.
Excellent. Could you tell us, how was your life before you found the mystery school? Could you give us a little overview?
Yes. Well, life before Mystery School, from even from school, I was already seeking, and I was so interested in the spiritual, or let me say, in this time when I was in school. At high school, I was so interested in the greats of humanity, Leonardo da Vinci, or in Germany, where I'm from, we have Goethe and Bach and Albert Einstein. Nikola Tesla was also a name that popped into my life, and I was amazed because I was always asking myself, how could they achieve so much in just one life and study so many things, like medicine, like physics, natural sciences, but also philosophy. And I found out, they were studying deep esoteric teachings. And I was so amazed. And I always asked myself, how can I get this by myself? And this was kind of like a northern star in my life. And yeah, but in school, it all happened in high school. I was in my first relationship in high school, and in high school these relationships, as I remember it, it was so exciting, but also a lot of drama. It was so dramatic, like she said that and he said that and all these things. And I just wanted, I just craved for love at the end, and to be loved and to express something in this relationship. And also because of this drama, I couldn't hold this energy, and I got very sick in, I don't know, I think I was 18 years old at this time, and had like an immune disease, and my skin, I got these shingles, and the doctor was was wondered because I was so young, and he said, you must be healthy and strong and happy in your relationship, but you have these shingles. And I got some antibiotics and like a cream, and I went home with that. And the doctor said I have 2 weeks with antibiotics, and then it should be done. And my mother was the one, because I was still living at home, and my mother was the one who told me, at this time, Marian, you're not taking that. First, we visit some people. They do something which is called laying on of the hands, some other kind of treatment. And I never heard about that, but I went there, and I had an amazing experience there, where I get really experienced something which I never experienced before. A state of consciousness where I was half dreaming, sleeping, but also awake. And on the other side, after 2 days of these treatments, the shingles were completely gone, and my skin was renewed. And this was my first touch of the esoteric realm and the spiritual realm. And so I stepped with that into a field where I could like, oh my God, this is the spiritual. And then I went to wanted to learn this and knew all about this, and so I got into the esoteric at first. But this was still before mystery school, so I really started to explore. Like a big part of my life was spirituality always.
So that's really interesting. So you've had a lot of experience with other practices and learning the theory of the esoteric studies and what have you. So when you received your initiation, your life activation, how do you compare your life before and after then? How did you what made you then think, well, hang on a minute, this is something different? Or did you think
Yes.
something was different?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. No, because I was before I had my life activation and initiation, I studied energy healing. I went on a path of becoming like a Reiki master and teaching Reiki, and did a lot of in the spiritual field. But it was still hard for me, to make big breakthroughs in my life, like to really change my relationships to become better, to really start an entrepreneurship in my life, to express in a business way what I truly want. And this just happened after life activation. It was like, when I compare, I always say my life truly started after life activation.
Wow.
I cannot even remember, I can remember my life before, but not really. But
Yeah.
I can tell stories about it, but the true life where I say, that's my life, really my life, where I say, that's me. This started after life activation. And what Empowered Thyself initiation gave for me was the tools that I could hold this energy within me, which I have received after life activation, and that I can truly go every day and live my life, where I can truly say and look in the mirror every day and look and say, yeah, that's me. And I don't have to be ashamed and walk my path.
My goodness, that's just so powerful, especially from somebody who's already come from that background and that study, to then have that realization and that almost quantum leap there. It's just phenomenal. And so if you were going to, share anything with, the world and about the mystery school, we've only got a couple of minutes. What would it be? What would you tell them?
Well, I would tell the mystery school, at the end, what I experienced is a community of people who have huge love, huge commitment to the light, and truly supportive that we all walk our paths of our highest individual good. And it's yeah. And that, after Empowered Self initiation, it was like the spirituality of myself, the divinity of myself was not anymore something which was far out there, or I could reach it just by chance once in a month or something. It was just getting inside and having it, embodying it every day. And this was the biggest gift, which, somebody who has experienced this is eternally grateful.
Oh my goodness, amazing. Thank you, Marian. That's amazing. I feel like we've got lots more to talk about. and maybe, you know, if you're willing, we'll come back and we'll find a little bit, you know, we'll delve deeper. But that was just amazing, you know, having that experience as a young man, and then of course, you know, noticing those things. I know that's going to inspire a lot of people, because some people are like, oh yeah, well, I've done this, or you know, I've already been there, or I've learned this already, or whatever. And I know that's going to really resonate with a lot of the esoteric seekers out there, that you know, initiation, physical initiation in a true mystery school is really something that we can't quantify, you know, we in our lives. So thank you for explaining that. And we will see you all again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Divina Kate.